We're live. We are live. Hopefully, the video is very, very good. I've not streamed on YouTube for quite a while, but this one is just going to be a quick one. I'm going to be doing a quick update here. So, just did a quick live on Facebook actually. We call it the Blue app. I just went live on the Blue app on my official Nutrivite supplements page. And there I was sharing just a few things, a little bit of some principles of what we live by. And I would just like to iterate some of those things. Our principle and our philosophy will keep changing as we advance and grow as a business. But for now, what we have is first of all the DAT. So that is first for us. We feel like everything emanates from that, right? We're talking about many of the health and fitness problems really emanate from the diet. Someone who's facing probably knee pain, back pain, some of that might be from muscle weakness, but most of it might be from that. Probably they're missing calcium, maybe they don't have enough iron in their diet and things like that. So the principle that we want to push and something that we keep on repeating until it gets into people's heads is the daily RDI. Different RDIs for different human beings, but all of us need to hit same RDIs, especially when we talk about protein, we talk about carbs, we talk about fats, we talk about vitamins, we talk about fiber, a lot of things, minerals and things like that. They need different RDIs for us to be able to hit. And if you hit all the RDIs, your body will be able to function optimally. If a man, for example, you're missing out on zinc, unfortunately, you won't be able to have enough taste. So you have low T, you'll be lethargic and things like that. So that just goes to show you the importance of hitting and knowing your RDI. So everything starts from that. Whatever fitness goal that you're trying to achieve emanates from that. We've seen people that have been training in the gym for years. Some guy was telling me they've been training in the gym for 7 years and their physique was nothing to be desired, nothing to be desired. Why? Because this individual didn't optimize on their diet, right? Maybe they don't eat enough protein and things like that. So they missed out a lot, especially when it comes to the issue of, that. So that is very, very important. It will be able to fast track your goals. It will be able to fast track the results that you're trying to achieve. So that's one of the things that we shared on the Blue app. The other thing that we talked about is the issue of training hard. If you're training like a kitty cat, unfortunately, you won't be able to get the results that you're looking for. Whether the idea is just to keep fit, you still need to go hard. You still need to put your body in those stressful situations that it can be able to perform whenever you're in that situation where the body needs to perform, right? You don't need your body to fall apart when it's under stress and needs to perform the most, right? You need your body to be able to be in tip-top condition for it to be able to perform. But for you to get it there, you have to stress it. You have to push it. You have to get your mind to that level whereby you're locked in. You really, really need to push yourself hard. If you're in the gym, you're trying to build muscle, you need to train harder than last time, meaning that you need to be able to either add more reps or you need to be able to, add more weight, but you still need to go hard. You need to stay locked in, right? So that's about the issue of training hard. The principle of training hard. You really need to train hard. No matter how much supplements we give you, no matter how much we sell things and things like that, if you're not training hard, you won't be able to see as fast results as you want to see. Then the other principle that we talked about is the issue of being optimal. So if you're not optimal, unfortunately, you won't be able to, your body won't be able to perform at that level that it wants to perform. So when we talk about being optimal, means that you're moving the muscle that needs to move. I gave an example of trying to build big biceps, right? You're trying to build this muscle right here, the bicep. You need to just move the bicep. So the job of the bicep is to get food from the plate, take it to your mouth, right? So if you're telling me that you want to build bigger bicep and I see you making the movement like that, this is how you're curling with your back. Unfortunately, that's not being optimal. Better you lighten the weight, something that you can easily control, that will make the same movement that you make to be able to bring the hands right there, right? So this is the movement that we're looking at for you to be able to build those nice big biceps, right? So let just this muscle move. Whatever it is that you're trying to build, if you're trying to build big shoulders, let just this muscle move, right? Let that muscle move. So that's what we're talking about. Being optimal in your movement, but also be optimal in your rest. Also be optimal in your recovery, right? Be optimal in your sleep. Sleep enough time, because all the magic, whatever it is that you can do with your diet, whatever it is that you can do in your workout and things like that, all the magic happens when you're asleep, right? So having enough sleep is really, really a non-negotiable. Yeah. So be locked in as well when it comes to being optimal. The other principle that we shared was honesty. You see, honesty is something that is very, very important to us at Nutrivite. Now, Nutrivite is my new supplement company that I just launched. Honesty is something that is very, very important to us. Why? Because we would rather lose a sale than misguide or be dishonest when it comes to serving our customers, right? So honesty, something that is very, very important. We've had people message us, especially on the Blue app. They message us, tell us our fitness problems, tell us their fitness problems, you know. They are trusting us to be able to assist them. Now, what some unscrupulous individuals would do, they would just misguide that individual and sell them as much supplements as they can, even if they don't need those supplements. But for us, for example, right now, the only thing that we have in stock is Whey Isolate, creatine, and pre-workout. Now, for someone who's trying to put on weight, especially those that have been messaging us, trying to get some guidance or a recommendation on the type of supplements they can use to gain weight, they don't really need Whey Isolate, because that will be really, really a slow grind for them to put on that weight that they want to put on, right? So our principle says we'd rather just lose that sale, guide that individual to our competition, guide them to the next shop, so they can be able to get that mass gainer and get that result as fast as they can. We don't need to hold all the money. What's important is for us to get people into the shape that they want, to get people to be in that performance that they want to get to, right? So that's about it. We have to maintain that principle of honesty. Whoever joins the team has to be able to follow that principle. We'd rather lose the sale, but maintain the principle. We care more about the result of that individuals come to us and trusted us with their problems than just making a sale to that individual, right? So honesty is very, very important, and it is for that reason that we don't get all these flashy, showy supplements. You know, that's really, really just are all hype. Yes, they'll be able to make sales because individuals are trying to cut things. They're trying to make shortcuts, right? So if you're going to sell them on shortcuts, you can be able to make a lot of money saying, oh, this supplement, you know, shortcuts the process, it'll be able to melt your fat and things like that. People want that kind of thing, right? But unfortunately, those things really don't work, right? And you'll be deadening and ruining your name as time comes, right? So we don't care about making too many sales. We don't care. We just care about the individual achieving their results. We don't get those flashy, showy supplements. We get supplements that have been studied, that have been proven, that have been able to get results for people. So that's about our honesty principle. When it comes to the supplements that we sell as well, for us, it's more about the goal. But the one thing that we're preaching also is optimizing performance in the gym. So that's why we stock some of the supplements that we stock, like creatine. You know, creatine plays that part in the energy cycle. So it will be able to help you perform better in the gym, right? We're talking about Whey Isolate. Whey Isolate to be able to help you to hit your protein goal. Even though we preach first whole foods first, then supplements last, right? Pre-workout will be able to make you push harder so that you can be able to perform in the gym at the highest level, right? So the things that we stock are more results oriented, performance oriented, and things like that. So those are the things that I really, really preached on the Blue app, sharing our principles, same things that I've shared here. But really, the main thing is that I wanted to share is that I'm launching a quick soft launch of a service that I want to offer, which is that coaching. Now, I want to test the waters of what the demand is like right there. So I'm doing a soft launch. I only need about 7 people to be able to coach. So if you watch this live all the way to the end, right, and you're interested in being guided about coaching, especially that, if you're interested in having a dad coach, because like we talked about, that is the real work. So you're going to have somebody under your shoulder to be able to guide you exactly what you should eat, how many calories to eat, tracking and things like that, so that we can be able to see how you can be able to improve your health through that, right? So I'm soft launching something like that, and right now it's about 700 kwacha per person. Yeah. So if you're interested in something like that, shoot me a quick message on WhatsApp. I'll be able to attach my WhatsApp on the comments here. I'm only going for 7 people at the moment, just 7 people, 700 kwacha each. I'll be able to guide them on the dart, training, everything. You know what I mean? But it's just going to be 700 kwacha, but we're more focused on the actual dart. So we're going to be tracking your calories, we're going to be measuring your food, we're going to optimize whatever goal that you're looking for, if it is to lose weight, or if it is to gain weight, or if it is just to maintain your weight. Whatever it is that you need, we're going to optimize all that. So I'm launching just a quick soft launch. I know depending on the demand, if we have too much demand, we're going to raise up the prices. But for now, 700 kwacha. But if you're on this live and you watch this live all the way to the end and you're interested in this deal, it's only going to be 600 kwacha. So when you reach out to me on WhatsApp, just say I'm from the live, because I'm going to advertise this. I'm going to run an ad on this. And when I run that ad, that's when we're going to see the true demand of this particular service. But if you came from the live, you're only going to get it at 600 kwacha. But for that, I have to cut down the demand. So we're going to say 3 people in the live. We're only going to pick 3 people from the live to be able to take advantage of the DAT coaching offer, right? Being coached by me myself, right? So let's get that started. I just wanted to announce that soft launch. I can't go live on the official NutriVite page, but if you are watching this right now on my YouTube, I'd like to encourage you to just go and subscribe. I've tagged NutriVite in the description here. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it to at least 100 subscribers. You know what I mean? Because we're going to be doing a lot of live streams there, and those live streams are going to be educational, more about health, nutrition, fitness, and things like that. So let's get that started. Thank you very much for joining in. If you joined in, I appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. But that's the big update that I wanted to share. Soft launching a quick coaching service, even though what we sell at NutriVite are supplements. Yeah. So we're launching also a coaching service in addition to whatever it is that we also sell. So let's try that out, see how it runs. Thank you very much. See you in the next live session.